Good morning. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Long Island students continue to head back to school today in the brutal heat, and not every classroom has air conditioning. There's a heat advisory in effect. The heat index, which is how hot it will feel, is in the mid to upper 90s on the island today. It comes as students in the 12 remaining local school districts start the new year. Most districts started classes yesterday. And with kids returning, the rising number of COVID cases is causing some concern. The state just announced it's making rapid testing kits and masks available to school districts. COVID rates on Long Island continue to exceed the statewide average. Happening today, the man accused of killing 2 teens while driving drunk and high in Jericho is due back in court. Amandeep Singh of Roslyn is facing vehicular manslaughter and other charges. Police say he was driving the wrong way in Jericho in May when he killed 14-year-olds Drew Hasenbein and Ethan Falkowitz of Roslyn. Singh faces up to 32 years in prison if convicted. In the Gilgo killings, court filings show a labor judgment has been filed against suspect Rex Heuerman. State Commissioner of Labor filed a judgment of more than $68,000 against Heuerman for wages and penalties owed to a former executive assistant. Heuerman has pleaded not guilty to murder charges in the killings of 3 women whose remains were found near Gilgo Beach 13 years ago. He is due back in court September 27th. Only in Newsday, shocking accusations against the owner of a popular Shelter Island market and boutique. 8 foreign workers filed a federal human trafficking lawsuit against Marie Eiffel, owner of the Marie Eiffel Market. They say they were subjected to sexual assault, discrimination, and wage theft. Eiffel did not respond to us for comment. A new push to keep pedestrians and cyclists safe after dozens of recent deaths on our roads. Sherry Einhorn reports.
Death on Long Island roadways. At least 30 motor vehicle-related fatalities have been reported in August alone in Nassau and Suffolk counties, according to information from local police. So many lives lost in cars, on bikes, and on foot.
You're always at risk.
Patchogue's Steve Dell says he and his wife bike a few times a week, always wearing bright colors, but still scared.
We had a friend of ours get killed on a Sunday, early morning, jogging on the main road. So, we're, a little afraid of that.
According to the Institute of Traffic Safety and Management Research, there were 21 pedestrian fatalities and 1 cycling death in Nassau in 2022. The numbers in Suffolk are 52 pedestrian deaths and 8 cycling fatalities.
And behind each of those numbers is a family mourning the loss of a loved one.
Suffolk police are now warning drivers, pedestrians, and bikers that they all have a responsibility when it comes to safety on the roadways.
It's not just one layer of making sure that we're protecting people. It's working on the drivers, it's working on the pedestrians, and a host of other things, be it traffic engineering, just to make sure we keep people safe.
Dorothy Whalen has 8 grandchildren and says she's always worried about their safety when they're bike riding. She came down to Patchogue after hearing that police were handing out reflective vests and stickers.
I always want them to stay on the sidewalks now, but they don't always listen, but she usually rides with her mom, right? Yeah, not always. Well, there you go. When she's by herself, she needs protection.
In Patchogue, I'm Sherry Einhorn for NewsdayTV.
Read more about the vest and what's being done to make our roads safer on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. The NYPD has agreed to dramatically reform how it responds to protests. It's part of a settlement with the State Attorney General, the New York Civil Liberties Union, and the Legal Aid Society. They had accused NYPD officers of using excessive force during Black Lives Matter demonstrations in 2020. Among other things, the settlement calls for the department to use a tiered response system to standardize the size of police presence at demonstrations. A monster day weather, a potential heat wave. Sunny today, highs around 90 degrees. Drink plenty of water, you're going to need it. And tomorrow, too, another scorcher, 90s remain. And here's a look at your futurecast. We have some rain coming in tomorrow afternoon. It's not going to really cool us off. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by King O'Rourke Automotive Group.
Eating your way through the U.S. Open, Laura Albanese samples the cuisine in Queens.
The U.S. Open is known for elite tennis, but it's actually known for elite food too. Today we're going to eat through the Open and I'm going to show you what's good. The classics are a classic for a reason, and the steak sandwich at the U.S. Open is a must-get. It's black Angus, caramelized onions, and Monterey cheese. I'm going to give that one a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's definitely a classic for a reason. I'm super excited to try Italy. Come on, let's go. Today they've got tagliatelle alla bolognese, so it's a meat sauce with beef and pork with Parmigiano Reggiano, fresh pasta. It's going to be delicious. I just saw something that I can never say no to, truffle. Let's go get some pizza. It's divine. And of course, what's a trip to the Open without an iconic honeydews to wash it all down? This has been Laura Albanese reporting for NewsdayTV.
Yummy. Read more on our U.S. Open coverage on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the NewsdayTV video box. A popular farm just opened a new location on the North Fork. Elisa DiStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Here's your first look at Waterdrinker North Fork. The family farm just opened its second location in Riverhead.
We're super excited to be on the North Fork. We've always been interested in getting a location here. We thought it was the perfect opportunity to bring a little bit of the Waterdrinker magic over to the North Fork.
They brought some of the favorites from Manorville here, including the jumbo jump pads. Woo! Brand new, unique to this location, Adventure Avenue. Featuring Playhouse Lane and Town Square, where little ones can climb and play. There's Waterdrinker Raceway, a bouncy bullpen, baby goats, and the Tortoise Tower. And for the grown-ups, they brought their Long Island Farm Brewery here. And if you want to see sunflowers, they have a sunflower field that will be in bloom through Halloween.
Come fall, there'll be pumpkins, there'll be corn mazes, there'll be all kinds of fall activities for the kids. So Waterdrinker is going to be constantly evolving and growing over the years. We're really excited to show Long Island families all the new things each season.
Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
Nice. Waterdrinker is open 7 days a week from 10 to 6. Read more about Waterdrinker on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say Install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.